Blessings, love. And this is my offering to the divine new moon in Scorpio that graces us on this day, where the sun and the moon meet at the same degree of the sign of Scorpio to activate the Scorpio lunar cycle to come. The dance that we dance every single day with our heart, our body, our mind, and our soul through the power of the moon. And when the moon moves through each zodiac sign every 2.5 days, making her way back to the place where she seated her lunar cycle in, we, as the human beings that live with her, as her, connected to her, just like we are one with the earth, get to embody, explore, activate, and engage with the healing power of the zodiac, energies that live within us all, dormant seeds of light that enter into the body and activate emotions, thoughts, body sensations, illness and disease to create change and transformation. This is the gift of our Scorpio season, the gift of Scorpio. This depth and this darkness, this courage and this strength to go into our own underworld, the whole purpose of your existence, to get to know the truth of who you really are. How can you come to know who you are if you refuse to look at the things that created you? That includes a lot of sadness, loneliness, abandonment, resentment. Scorpio is the light in this darkness that helps us to look straight on, right into the dark, to say, I see you, I see where you came from, and I understand that you are in pain. These are things that we have to tell ourselves, that we have to hold space for ourselves when our body feels anxious and our heart races and our eyes widen and we feel like we could tear our own skin off, just melt away into the earth. That is truly what you're being asked to do, is come closer to the earth, to your body. Your anxiety is not a disease. It's not a disorder. It's part of being human. Nobody taught us about what it is to be a human. Our self-knowledge has been stripped from us over millennia, and we are now just awakening to this idea that this life is not what others taught me that it is. And their fears don't have to be my fears. Their anger, their rage, their disillusionment, their hopelessness. Just because these people made me does not mean I have to believe and think the same things. Ever since I started posting videos on here, I often get the most bizarre comments about people feeling triggered and angry about the words that I'm saying as if I'm speaking to them, and they feel that they need to say something to me and argue with me, and this isn't for you. If you feel triggered by someone else believing something that isn't in alignment with your own belief system, and you get angry and you desire to retaliate or tell that person what is for them, that is your medicine. That is what you need to work on. That is part of your own implantation, for none of us came here to be told what to do. None of us came here with the intention of struggling our entire existence just to function, where you have to pay to exist, work until you almost fall apart just to make ends meet. This is the story of my life, the story of trying so hard to fit in and it never working, and so I withdraw a little bit into myself and I learn to create rituals for my own self, not asking other people to tell me what I should be doing or what I should be thinking or how I could be doing XYZ. I use others as teachers and guides, but I never ask anybody for what they believe my life to be. It's not what we came here for. You came here to learn to heal yourself, to think for yourself, to explore yourself, to purify yourself, to detox yourself, to learn to feed yourself, to explore all the ways that you harm yourself and ignore yourself and abandon yourself, to uncover your beliefs around religion, sex, misogyny, body fat, money, age. All these taboos are taboos for a purpose, to keep you from knowing yourself. So if we refuse to speak on these taboos, they will always be taboos. They will always be occult, hidden from you in plain sight, where if you turn towards the darkness, not everything in the dark is scary. For in the darkness, I shine my light of awareness and willingness, and in the darkness, with my light of willingness and openness and courageousness, the darkness transforms. One of my favorite analogies on this dark night of the soul that always keeps me going is that just a pinhole of light is needed to see in the dark, just a pinhole. And if my willingness to show up to myself every single day is a pinhole of light in my life, which I know that it is, and you believe me to be something in your life, what would happen if you started to create your own willingness, your own pinhole, to explode forth into 1,000 blazing suns that live within thee? The Son of God within thee, the Son of God within me, the Scorpio sun. The moon is in Scorpio. Jupiter is on his 29th degree of Scorpio on this day. Jupiter will move into Sagittarius tomorrow for the first time in 12 years. Jupiter has been transiting Scorpio for the last year, benefiting the human consciousness with the courage to explore the taboos for the benefit of global activation. All lies are coming forth to be revealed. All hole diggers fall in their holes. If someone is trying to trap you, God is also trapping them. All fall, all will fall, all will fall. That is false. This is the twin flame activation. Not everybody has another human being on this planet that they're supposed to be attached to for the rest of existence. That is not what the twin flame is. The twin flame is the activation and the anchoring of all light into all dark spaces, and the willingness to grow, the willingness to evolve, the willingness to let go, the willingness to confront every last attachment that you have to another for some reason other than you're too afraid to grow. Let them go. Let yourself go. Realize that DNA connections aren't meant to last forever. Realize that you are meant to help yourself evolve by moving beyond people, places, and things that are sucking your soul and using you as a light source, and using you and how you give yourself away as part of your own soul's evolution. The starseed evolution is painful at times, but you will always be guided, as you are always guided. But are you listening to your soul, the deep, still, calm voice within you that guides you even through dark places? Even when you are afraid, you are always with yourself. Or are you listening to the ego, the fear, the creative force within you that makes you believe that you're not worth it? You have to rise above. Rise from the darkness, but you cannot rise from the darkness if you refuse to look at the darkness and acknowledge that the darkness exists. I believe in you. I believe in us. I believe in the human being's awareness and ability to consistently and consciously evolve all day, every day. Even if you don't believe this, evolution is free, self-care is free, self-expression is free, art, creating who you desire to be, is free. And in a world seemingly gone mad, we have found each other in each other's pockets. And I believe in you. I believe in me. Are you willing to grow? What would you like to plant in this black earth of the Scorpio lunar cycle? The black earth, the grounds for transformation, I really truly believe that you have what it takes to change your life in spite of everything that you're afraid of.